Site-12.
Morris.
He killed all my friends at Site.
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Put it down.
Yes, sir.
No. Back in the facility. Back in the facility. Back in the facility. Move. Get back. Our baseline timeline starts on May 15th, 1987, in which the Castle Savior, a celestial deity from another universe, first appears in Site-12. On July 7th of the same year, the Castle Savior grants Site-12 Kasari technology, which is capable of capturing and weakening reality benders. This causes the universe to have a, quote, permanent change, in which the future is no longer certain, even to beings such as the All-Seer.
I'm going to have to explain something. The Castle Savior is a reality-bending anomaly with an insurmountable power associated with a being called the All-Seer. The aforementioned All-Seer is a king or father to a large group of reality-bending anomalies, having the ability to see the future of timelines which can be fogged and unable to be seen if a timeline were to undergo a permanent change. Other reality benders besides the mentioned group are not associated with the All-Seer.
After said tech was given to Site-12, Operation Godfall begins on August 29, 1987. Operation Godfall was a Foundation Castle Savior joint operation where Site-12 saved another timeline from a rogue reality bender by the name of Dr. Ophelia. 2 days later, on August 31st, 1987, the Castle Savior was contained at Site-12 using repurposed Kasari tech by the orders of the O5 Council.
On December 16, 1991, during a mass containment breach at Site-12, the Castle Savior destroys much of the site, leading to the deaths of around 130 people, and severely injuring Site Director Samuel Kravitz. Exactly 4 months later, on April 16, 1992, Site-12's restoration project began under Samuel Kravitz as an O5 appointed overseer. Additionally, a machine has begun construction underneath Site-12. This is the beginning of Project Aegis Omega.
On January 11, 2002, Foundation blackout cell called Godwatch detects the presence of the Castle Savior on the moon. This is the first sighting of the Castle Savior since 1992. On February 1, 2003, STS-107 Columbia shot an Eden satellite at the area of the moon where the Castle Savior was observed. The STS-107 Columbia was later destroyed by the Castle Savior upon re-entry to Earth.
On October 16, 2004, Project Aegis Omega finished development and sits dormant under the newly reopened Site-12. On January 28, 2024, Project Aegis Omega commenced. Due to the destruction of surveillance equipment, we don't know much about what happened. What we do know is that a black hole was created underneath Site-12, killing upwards of 250 people and destroying large amounts of land, including several towns near the site. On December 27, 2041, Security Director Winters, who was previously considered dead after Project Aegis Omega, reappeared inside the rubble of Site-12. This is widely considered to be the first of the Site-12 reappearances.
Now we have an incredibly important character being introduced. Daniel Voidwalker Winters, or Director Winters, most commonly named, is part of the Security Directive Board, having a strong hatred towards the GOI, the Chaos Insurgency, and all reality-bending anomalies as a whole. Winters is equipped with an experimental version of a device named the Reality Distortion Device, or RDD for short, allowing Daniel to hop between realities or use it to go in between two separate realities to transport himself across that reality quickly.
On January 21st, 2054, personnel who disappeared 30 years before, during the events of Project Aegis Omega, began to reappear en masse in the rubble of Site-12. This severely worries the O5 Council, who begin to plan.
A massive study began roughly 3 months later, in April 2054. This was a study of how these people were reappearing from the black hole made by Project Aegis Omega. Additionally, this study was to also find a way to bring people back from the past. Roughly 2.5 months later, we discovered the Null Void. an area between the fabrics of reality. This was found to be the area where the personnel mentioned earlier were sent to after Project Aegis Omega. The O5 Council would oversee and assign a researcher by the name of Aberdeen Winchester, with other technical and research personnel to create a machine which would be able to take personnel out of the null void.
The researcher named in this section, Aberdeen Winchester, is a superior mind within the Foundation, highly respected and given a decent amount of authority. That would be used as the lead researcher of the Nobel project. It would become a very crucial role within the planning of tools and assets that will be used against the Castle Savior, also becoming hated by the Castle Savior.
This is the end of the current definitive content as we know it. We will make a second video once there is enough content for a second one, but for now, we leave you here. We invite you all to join Site-12 yourselves if you're new, to experience this and other exciting stories for yourself.